Let's get some more people hired this year. We're going to use LinkedIn.com optimally, and I'm going to tell you every single thing that you actually need to be able to use this platform to help you get a job. And it might be a little bit different than you think, because there's one way to use LinkedIn if you already have a job, guys, and you're just looking to optimize your profile in order to get more visibility, personal branding, professional branding, whatever it happens to be. And then there's what you do if you really need to get a job, and that's what we're going to cover in this video. So first of all, for anybody that's not familiar, LinkedIn.com is the premier site for anywhere, I would say, from manager jobs up to executives in order to get noticed, get hired, all that type of stuff. It's a job board on one side. It's also the kind of social media for work on the other side. So your LinkedIn profile, if you don't know, will have a page just like a Facebook page or anything else with your photo, your background, your job title, your job history, where you went to college, or professional certifications or recommendations from other people that you have. It's kind of like a living resume mixed with social media. So that being said, let's get to the tips, because I know that's why people have stayed if you're still with me this far. So number one tip is, of course, make sure, I see this all the time, I know it's people don't pay attention to this, but have a picture on your profile. Make sure it's a professional picture. If you don't have one, go stand against a white wall, put a dress shirt on, do a selfie, and take the picture and post the stinking thing up. Put a filter on it, make yourself look nice. All right, that's done. Number two, you don't need a ton of detail within your profile, especially on your job history. People list out their whole block of everything they did at their previous job. I just have the title and the years that I worked on the bottom. No problem. So that's if anybody's going to look, like if they're going to do a cursory check after they get your resume and go back and look at your LinkedIn, then that's going to be what they look at. Now, next thing is, they don't need a redo of your resume. Next thing is that once you get your profile pic good and you get all your details in there, then you are going to be able to set your profile up to apply for jobs. Now, this is important. When you put your resume in there, make sure that you've run your resume through ChatGPT or some other AI and optimized it for keywords. Then make sure the details are right after you do it, after you paste it back from ChatGPT or whatever AI that you use. The reason is that all job boards use an applicant tracking software that looks at the first page of a resume for keywords to see if it matches up. And when you're doing that, so that the employer can make the best choice for the mountain of resumes that come in. And to tell you guys, as a person that has been in HR for 23 years and is a hiring manager for a large portion of those, I get between 60 and 110 applicants per role per week. That's crazy when you think about it, especially when you know how many open roles that some employers have. So that being said, number three tip is, after you've run your resume through ChatGPT or whatever to optimize it for keywords, is yes, you can save a Word copy on your computer, but the copy that you attach to LinkedIn to apply for jobs with has got to be in PDF, guys. The reason is if you don't know, people have all kinds of different versions of Microsoft Word and Microsoft Office on their computers. Those have different margins, different settings, everything. If I open your resume and you have a different version of Word than me, the margins will be different, the paragraphs will move. You might have a paragraph perfect on the bottom of your page, it just barely fits. Half of it will be on the bottom of your page and half of it will be on the start of the next page when it gets to me as a hiring manager. Looks super unprofessional. You don't want that. So save the resume in PDF to attach it to LinkedIn. Next, when you go to apply for jobs, first tip on this is that do not apply for any job that is over 30 days old. Why? Okay, so if I'm serious as a hiring manager about hiring somebody, they're gonna be hired in a week or two, tops. I'm not playing around, I don't have time. There's a giant stack of work on that desk over there, and somebody's gotta do it, and I don't have time. I got all my job duties ready, or my people have already got their job duties. So I'm hiring somebody. And if I don't hire somebody in that 30 days, if I really can't find somebody, then I'm gonna repost the job so it's fresh, so it goes to the top of the board and people see it again. So there's no reason to apply for anything that's over 30 days old. If it's 60, 90, 120 plus days old, it's just an evergreen job. It means they just haven't taken it down yet. They probably have an allotment with their job board. They pay for 18, 22, 30 jobs a month, and that's just one that's sitting out there. They're probably actively recruiting for 5. So do not apply. There's a filter there that you can go and select how long the job has been posted, set it for 30 days. Next, on LinkedIn specifically, you have an advantage. That advantage is that often right in the body, if you read the whole thing of the job description of the job posting, it often says posted by Bob Smith. Now you know who actually has the hiring authority at the job or who posted it. So what do? Immediately after you apply for the job, you've written Bob's name down, you go over and you connect with Bob Smith on LinkedIn. That's the next tip. Every single job that you apply for on LinkedIn requires a 2-for-1. What does that mean? Don't just apply for 10 jobs a day on LinkedIn and then expect to get hired. Instead, apply for one job, follow the company that you applied for, connect with somebody at the company. When you first put in a connection request at LinkedIn, and if you don't know, you can connect with 100 people per week on LinkedIn on the free version. It's a lot of people. If you're applying for 100 jobs, it's a lot. So you're going to follow the company, then you're going to connect with the person. When you connect with the person, don't send, I think you get like 5 a week or something. Don't do the thing where you type in there. Don't do that yet. Wait for them to connect. So write down all the names of the people that you applied for that week that you connected with. The next day, you're going to go back in and you're going to see, did Bob Smith connect? Yes, he did. Now, you can send him a message and the message needs to be very simple. Hi, my name is Matt. I'm really interested in the marketing manager job you got open. I've got 5 years of experience in this field. Think I'm an excellent fit for the role. Here's my cell. Attach the resume in PDF right there in the LinkedIn message. You can't do that when you first connect until they accept the connection request. So that's why it's really important to do it that way. Then, now you're talking to an actual person at the company. Now you can see, like, if that guy has to go through 60 to 110 resumes per week for a job, how much easier is it for him if he gets an email from you and you're like, hey, my name is Matt, I'd be great for the marketing manager job. And you're like, all right, let me take 2 seconds to click this guy's resume in PDF and see if he's a good fit for the job. How flippin' hard is that? Oh, dude's actually got some qualifications. Let me call him as one of the 5 calls that I was gonna make right now to see if I can get people lined up for interviews. See how easy that is? Why are you guys making this so hard on yourselves and making it so hard on them? Like, make their job easy so that they can hire you. Really, right? Not that hard, not that difficult. You know, just like you'd want your job to be as easy as possible so you can get some stuff done, they do too, they're human. So then, final tip, this is a little bit of extra sauce. Many people don't know that LinkedIn has hundreds of webinars per day for every single vertical. What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is the fact that all the marketing webinars are happening every day. So type in like marketing webinar on LinkedIn and you'll get like 10 of them in the next week. Go on to that webinar. And when you go on that webinar, what's gonna happen is there's gonna be like 120 people, let's say. Then they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna break you guys out into small groups of 5, 6, 10, whatever. And you guys are going to have a discussion on this topic. So it's something in their vertical. Marketing, it's about the newest AI software and marketing, whatever. And you're gonna be on there and people are gonna go around and introduce themselves. And you're gonna be like, hey, my name is Matt. I'm a marketing manager. I just ended my last contract looking for my next role. Now you got 6 people on that call, probably with hiring authority that you're talking to right there. You see how you're making this easier for yourself by talking to actual human beings, taking out the middleman. Somebody on that call will make a stupid joke, something like, oh, it looks like Matt's gonna get a job today. You probably are. So connect with real people. Hit every job fair, every webinar, every trade show, every industry event you can find where you can get in front of real people and take out the middleman. And then you'll be well on your way to getting a job using LinkedIn. If you guys have any questions on this, I know the job market is tough right now. That's why I make these videos. Happy to help. These don't get videos like controversial stuff that I do and say, but I still make them because I think it's really important for me to try to help people in the vertical that I know how to help them. So if you have questions, put them here. If you have a DM, you can DM me. I'll try to get back to it. I get a lot of them, so forgive me if I don't, but I do my best. And I just want to help everybody I can get hired in 2025, guys.